Crossing the chasm is one of the most important concepts, I think, in the business world. It's originated by Geoffrey Moore. He wrote a book about this concept. And it basically says that companies, startups, but also companies that introduce a new product, they will have to cross this chasm. In the beginning, they will sell to innovators and early adopters, but they will have to sell at some point to the mainstream market to become profitable. And that is a crucial thing. And to do that, they will have to change their sales and marketing strategies. There are some big challenges to cross the chasm. The early adapters and the innovators, they have a different mindset. They like to take risks, they like to innovate. So they want to buy that new product or new service quite fast. But the majority, the early majority and the late majority have a different mindset. They are risk averse, and that means that those companies that want to cross the chasm have to sell their product in a different way. Companies face a huge challenge when they want to cross the chasm. Why? Because the mindset of innovators and early adopters is different than the mindset of the majority. And that is something that they have to take into account because their sales and marketing strategies will need to change. The good news is that there are strategies to cross the chasm, and many companies use it. The most common one is to build a whole product solution for a specific niche market. So building basically the perfect solution for that customer segment. And that is what, for example, Apple did with their iWatch. They were selling the iWatches to tech enthusiasts, innovators, early adopters. But then they knew, okay, we have to build that perfect solution in order to reach the early majority. And then they focused on a very nice design of the product, a very nice user experience of the iWatch. And by doing that, they slowly reached that early majority. It's obvious that crossing the chasm is super important to reach long-term success for a new product, but also for a startup. Why is that? Because if you cross the chasm, you reach that majority, and the majority on average accounts for 68% of the total market, which is huge. And that is important to reach profitability. So if you want to be profitable with a product or as a startup, you have to sell to the majority. In today's business environment, it's even more important, I think, to cross the chasm quite fast because the life cycle of products and services is shorter. So that means that you have to cross the chasm even faster in order to become profitable and relevant with your product and service.